And Jide SMY just, in his very subtle way, poked at the concept of godfatherism. And I'm just wondering why the case of Rivers is quite different. Because in other climes, there's still an element of godfatherism in politics. I mean, it's all over the world. In the US, we saw it play vividly. So why is that? What is wrong with godfatherism concept, within the context of our conversation?
Well, you are right, Claire, that concept of godfatherism is very pervasive globally. We will be pretending to think it's a Nigerian phenomenon. It's not. But you see, godfathers manifest different values, if I can call it values, across. It's jurisdictional, it's environmental, it's peculiar to, and Ezenwa was very spot on when he talked about resource control by personal individual. This is what played out in Anambra, 2003 to 2006, between Ngige and Chris Ngige and Chris Uba, about, even before then, even before then, that he could not pay salaries of civil servants, teachers. Schools were shut for over 1 year because it was settling political debt that he incurred to get him into power. And when they saw that, this one is just useless, they backed another horse who signed an irrevocable standing order. And when he got power, he wanted to be his own man. And that led to a arson of 3 days, where almost every government infrastructure in the state was destroyed. Who has been called to order? Who was questioned? Has anybody been jailed? Was the architect of that, was he prosecuted? He is a non-face. He didn't wrong. People knew. Look at what happened in Oyo State. In Oyo State is a reversal. Ladoja and late Adedibu, Ladoja provided the money, but he doesn't have the clout. He doesn't have the muscle that Adedibu has to install it. He provided the funds, and when it was also about resource control, okay, we agreed. I'm your chief security officer, even though I don't have any constitutional rule, but you are supposed to. I mean, the man said it. He said, I'm supposed to be your chief security officer.
Because it was that blunt.
Because you collect security votes. Shouldn't I have a sizable chunk of that security to secure you in power? And when there are betrayers, and political betrayers are known to be very rife. Look at godfather-godson relationship from 1999. Let's take it from 1999 to date. Where has there been no betrayal? It's just that in some places they were able to manage it, but in some other it blows out. And then look at Lagos. Okay, we can say without any equivocation, our president is a godfather. But he seems to be a benevolent godfather in a sense that we have not had him despite all the godchildren, because it's not just godsons that President Tinubu has. He has godchildren, male and female. You saw when he was campaigning in 2023, there was a very big map of people he has installed in different, and he himself said, look, Yemi Osinbajo would never have been vice president of Nigeria, but for me, it was an open secret. Did you not say it in Abeokuta? He said, but for me, I was asked, give me a name. And I said, they said I should bring 3. But I said, no, if I bring 3, you can pick the wrong one. I gave them your son's name. It was open. That is godfatherism. But you see, and when you look at the frosty relationship, when former Vice President Yemi Osinbajo decided to run against his godfather, see the humiliation he suffered at the Eagle Square here, where people were calling him names to his face. That was the sitting vice president. Say, you are a betrayer. You are disloyal. How can you rise and contest against your godfather? So godfatherism is just that rivers provide a very peculiar one. While some godfathers can say, okay, next election, I will make sure.
I'll deal with you.
Remember what happened in Sanfara when one made the other. And the other, I think it's Mahmuda Shinkafi and Yari. And he went out and said, you are just going to be one term. So the next election, the man was removed. The man was not allowed. The same thing with Ambode versus, GS. So we see all of this in premature all over. But you see, Rivers' context is, like Ezenwa said, in some of the elections, you even have a semblance of contestation, primary, and then somebody winning, and then you in Rivers, somebody said, all of you, I bankrolled your election. Behind the scene, this person wasn't running a charity. It was an investment. It was a political investment. So if you agree that I don't have funds, and that's just imagine Jide without resources, and somebody said in 2027, come and be the governor, I must know that there will be a consequence. And if I cannot stomach what they will tell me, I should rather say, thank you so much for believing in me, but I'm not interested.
But is it usually told everything that you are expected to do?
No. If you are not, they don't have to spell it out for you. You should know that a multi-billion naira project, somebody is saying, come and take it for free. You should know that there is no free lunch in Freetown.